Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that actually gives you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, I actually want to go ahead and talk about stuff that I will tell you that I'm not a master at. This is something I'm not, the best at. I'm not the most knowledgeable person, but I do want to share some basic strategies and tips to help you build your Mutt team. Now, if you guys are new to Mutt and you played regular, you play regs, you maybe play draft champions, and you don't like Mutt because it seems a little complex and difficult. To be frank with you, yeah, it is complex. It's a very complex. It's something that you can really pour a lot of time into, but it is fun. It's like playing fantasy football or anything like that. You just start building up your team, you start getting better players, and the players really make a huge difference on your game when you play online. So when it comes to Mutt, basically when you're in the Mutt, you're going to have a couple different options. First and foremost, I want to point out objects and strategies. Every week or so, you're going to be able to get an opportunity to go ahead and get another player on your team, which is going to be a legend. And they're going to give you goals to be able to go and take that legend player, which is going to be a gold player that's going to be in his 70s, and upgrade him into an elite player. Real simple, things like, for instance, this Will Shields. I need 200 passing yards. I need 350 yards in one game. In a passing game, I also need 3 rushing yards and 900 yards rushing. So this is a card I just got today, and I've added him to my team, and I'm already been able to crank out some solos. Other things you're going to do is you're going to get additional coins by just simply winning games. So if you win solos, you win head-to-head games with your team ranked a certain ranking, you'll get additional coins to do that. Winning solos too. If you win 200 solos, 300 solos, or whatever, you're going to get additional coins. Now the key to coins is coins essentially is going to be a way to go ahead and build up your team. So as you can see right now, I've got about 17,000 coins. What I can do is I can go onto the auction market by clicking onto that, and I can improve my players by purchasing these players with coins. So as you can see right here, I can't get this Leonard Williams because he's 19,000. I only get 17,000 coins. But if you go ahead and switch up your quality, you can get better players and add them to your team fairly easy just by going ahead and doing that. Now, one thing I do want to let you know is that there are people that actually will go and try to snipe cards. Will actually go ahead and try to take cards that are basically under market and pick them up and resell them over market. Now, take in consideration that when you do resell something, you're going to lose about 10% of whatever you sold it for. So if this guy's selling his David Beckenhati, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but if he sells it for $24,000 or 24,000 coins, he's only going to get about 20,000 coins left because he's going to lose, or he's actually going to get about 22,000 coins because he's going to lose about 10% off the top. And that's how EA keeps you grinding it out. Now, sometimes people just don't have the patience to go ahead and grind solos and all that kind of stuff. So what they'll do is they'll actually go to the store, and where it says right here, it says more packs, they'll purchase packs. And you do so by actually purchasing packs. Like you can get this Legend Fantasy pack for whatever 12,000 credits is. I don't really even know what the dollar amount is because I'm somebody who just basically grinds solos. I won't pay money to EA for this, but people can pick up a lot of great things to help build up their team. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about is cards that you don't want to sell or basically get rid of. So this is really important. If you're new to Mutt, you want to basically hoard onto these type of cards. They're core cards. All right, so if you go to the program section right here, you're going to have either core gold or you're going to have core silver. Okay, core gold are basically cards that are used to help create special tokens. Now, tokens will actually help you build up your team dramatically. So these guys, you do not want to sell these guys or do, like for instance, Joshua Bellamy. I can quick sell this guy for 100 coins. Don't do that. You can put this guy in the auction market for sometimes 2,000, 4,000 coins, and people will scoop it up really quick because these particular cards, these core gold cards, are going to be cards that are actually going to be that people need to use to build out better players. Another thing too is cards that you don't want to get rid of, and when you get packs, they're just going to keep handing you packs as you're winning solos and all that kind of stuff, or winning games. Another type of card you don't want to get rid of are going to be the core silver cards. These cards will help you get team tokens, so you could actually go ahead and build up your team a little bit. So let's go ahead and talk about team tokens really quick. So where you can actually increase your team and get better players is by upgrading your sets. So if you click on upgrade sets, this is where you can get players. Now, one of the players I just basically upgraded is I got myself my best player in my entire team, just because I don't grind enough solars like other players do. But I've got a 93 overall Irvin, who's my best player, and by far he makes a huge difference. So to basically go ahead and get better players, you need to have certain tokens or players. So let's see here. Barry Church is a 91 overall. This is a player that I actually can go ahead and add to my team with Gauntlet trophies. Gauntlet trophies, you can get these. There's basically a couple ways to get Gauntlet trophies. I need 2 more to basically get him, and I'll probably have him within a day. But there's basically a couple different ways to basically get Gauntlet trophies. Every week, when you go into solos, you can get at least one of these Gauntlet trophies. Right here was the Gauntlet Unleash, which basically is a qualifier to get in here. If you go on this basically on Monday, you can qualify and get a Gauntlet trophy, which is going to be one of the things you're going to be able to get right away, so it's something you want to consider. Also, you can do the Gauntlet. This is what I do really recommend. If you want to build up your team very quick, the Gauntlets pays out a lot of coins, and it's easy to basically go ahead and get your team upgraded. As you can see right here, you'll take a look. That's score 3 touchdowns in the first half. That's an easy way to get 3,000 coins. This one was like 3,000, 2,000, stuff like that. So a lot of coins, because there's going to be other things out there that's going to be a couple hundred. One of the things you want to understand is that if you get a Gauntlet trophy, you can go ahead and tack that on, and it helps you build your team. So let's just go back to the main thing I wanted to do. I wanted to show you how this works out with basically getting players to help you upgrade. So let's go into upgraded sets. Now, what you can do is you can upgrade your sets. Now, there are team token awards that you can go ahead and utilize, and there's going to be, let's see here, upgrades. So we're going to upgrade our players, and then there's basically areas that you can upgrade your team. So, for instance, I was able to go ahead and take a Champ Bailey and upgrade him to an 87 overall, and he's my best corner on my team, which is sad, but it's what I have. Now, on NFC right now, I want to go ahead and upgrade one of my players. I'm going to do the Adrian Amos, he's a real fast tight end or safety. So basically, for me to go and upgrade this guy, I need the following things. I need a silver Bears token, and I need a gold Bears token. Now, these tokens are not necessarily easy. You can generate the Bears tokens, or the basically team tokens, with silver core players, and then to generate a core golden token for a team, you need to go ahead and get the team players. So let's just go ahead and show you how you can you basically create tokens in this game. So let's see here. We're going to do the team tokens. All right, so silver players, basically you've got it. You have 12 players. You want to go ahead and fill this up. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and just take your players and just add them in here. And it's going to be a couple of 60s, 64s, and there's going to be some high 60s. They go ahead and fill these guys up. And this will basically go ahead and give you an opportunity to pull up a token. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to get a token. So I'm going to go down to my packs. And once a silver token opens up, what you can do is you can go ahead and pick the corresponding team that you want to go ahead and build a player out of. So this is going to be all 32 teams, but since for the sake of this, we're just going to jump into the Bears real quick. And we're going to go ahead and create this token pack right here. And then we can go ahead and assign him to the 36 token packs that are available. Now we have basically, let's see here, we got Amos is going to be the guy. We're going to be looking for free safety Amos tier 2. So we're going to go ahead and add him up. Okay, so now we actually put him into that position. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create a gold token pack, and this is where they become very lucrative as far as money is concerned. You can generate a lot of money by trying to go ahead and create these gold tokens. So these are my guys right here that we're going to go ahead and add. So I'm going to go ahead and just put these guys in here. So let's see here, Victor Cruz 70. The funny thing is that if you don't really understand why certain players go for more, you could be missing out on a big opportunity to make money, or at least coins in this game. Alright, so we're closing this out right now. And here, so we got a Bears token. We're going to come back and take that, but I want to show you something. Okay, so these guys right now, 70-74. If I'm looking for these cards are worth basically 2,000. They're going for about 2,000, 3,000. And if you're trying to complete a set, you can sell these cards easy for 2,000 or more. The players that are a little bit better would be the 74s, they're 75s or more. These guys are actually going to be going to be worth more to you. They're going to be about 3,000 or so. Now, what's interesting about this is if you were to go ahead and say, hey, I want to search for elites, you got, basically overall elites cards, you'll see that the elites are actually going for less than these gold cards sometimes. So sometimes it's really important to go ahead and just make sure you take a look at that. Now, let me go ahead and show you what happens when we go back into our upgrade section. We go back into players. We go into the Bears here, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade this Amos card. So right now we got a tier 2, and we're going to go ahead and add that token, which actually cost me a lot of money. It probably cost me about 20,000 or so. I'm going to get this 79 overall Adrian Amos card. So we're going to go ahead and take this guy, and we're going to go ahead and use him to upgrade to the next level. So let's see here. Amos is the next card that we're going to be looking at. I'm going to go ahead and add him. I actually have this card actively in my roster, but what I need to do is I need to go ahead and create another set of gold tokens to do this, to get this 83 overall Amos. And just to take a look at this guy, 83 overall Amos, as far as his speed ability and stuff like that, he's fairly quick. So let's just take a look in the auction area. So we're going to go in the auction area, and in the auction area we're going to type in Amos. So, and we're going to look at quality. So the 82 overall is the guy we got right now, and you can see you could pick this guy up for maybe about 5,000 or 7,000. So think about this. This guy's an 82 overall, but you have lower gold players that are going for just as much money that you can pick up. But this is going to help you build these teams with the tokens. The most important thing that you can learn from what I've just went over with you is, when it comes up to building players, is you have to basically go ahead and try to make sure that you're not burning or quick selling gold core players or silver players. These players are going to be, those cards are going to be worth a lot of money to you from an auction board standpoint. So let's see here. Let's just go into auction and trades, and we're just going to take a look at. We're going to clear this up, and we're going to jump into not cap value, but we're going to look at programs. We're going to look at core gold. And we're going to look at basically these players right here. So the buy now prices for these players right now, you're going to run about $1,500 or so, or 1,500 coins or so, and a lot of them actually go into 2,000, 3,000. You really won't see a lot of these guys going for more than maybe 4,000 or 4,000. It's pretty much where the margin is. If you start looking for certain teams and you try to fill out your team, that's when things get a little bit shaky, where it's going to be very difficult for you to do that. So here's a guy I need to pick up right now because I'm gonna need another gold coin. for my team. So I just sniped that guy. I could literally go ahead and take this guy and sell him for maybe $3 grand is a quick snipe. So that's something you want to take and consider. So I really recommend you guys going ahead and taking a look at the basically this whole system or so when it comes to team tokens. It's going to give you a really good opportunity to go ahead and build out your team and get some pretty good players that basically add a little bit more depth to your team. So once again, to my subscribers, guys, I really appreciate the support. I hope you guys picked up some good tips from this, and until next time.